am more than breast cancer.
I am more than gastric cancer.
I am more than Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 3.
I am more than Lynch syndrome.
I am more than metastatic male breast cancer.
I'm more than PMDD.
I am more than diabetes.
I am more than lupus.
I am more than FAP.
Welcome to More Than a Diagnosis. I'm Den.
And I'm Jess. This podcast is about so much more than cancer, chronic illness, or the labels we've been given. It's about reclaiming our lives, finding community, and thriving in ways we never thought possible.
Whether you're a patient, a caregiver, or just someone curious about what it means to live beyond a diagnosis, we're so glad you're here.
You know how sometimes the smallest things can make the biggest difference? Like when something shows up in your mailbox and suddenly you feel a little more seen and a little more held.
And that's exactly what Happy Mail does. And today we're talking with someone we absolutely adore, Nerisa, the one and only creator of this incredible crowdfunding community care project.
It's a conversation about spreading kindness, healing, and those tiny little duckies. But more than that, it's about how we show up for each other.
Let's get into it.
Okay, before we dive into the magic of Happy Mail with our friend Nerisa here, thank you so much for joining us today. For those who don't know you yet, why don't you share a little bit about yourself and how we met and how this all got started?
Okay, well, thank you for having me on. My name is Nerissa. I am a triple negative breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in December of 2022, and I completed treatments in January of 2023. And fairly early on, I was scrolling on TikTok because I had recently joined to document my journey, and I hoped to maybe help one other person or a caregiver. And in turn, I found a whole community. But before that, I was scrolling on TikTok and I came across this chick. And I was like, oh my God, she has the most beautiful green eyes. And that got me to stop. And then I was like, wait, her energy is so chill. And then I was like, wait, oh my God, not only does she have breast cancer too, it's also triple negative. And we're close in age. And then I latched on to Jess and I haven't let go. I'm like a bad chemo rash. Like she's never going to get rid of me.
Well, good thing I don't want to
And the
get
rest
rid
is
of you.
history. Oh, good. Because there's no cure.
No, I love it. I love it. I remember coming across your videos and they were just so lighthearted and you made me laugh so much. It was your sense of humor that was just like, okay, yes, I love her. You kept me laughing during the dark days, and that's when you were no brow Nerissa.
My God. Oh, those days. I
Oh,
remember them like they
man.
were yesterday.
Don't miss those. Don't miss those
No,
days
not
at
at
all.
all.
No,
Yeah, but
no.
we definitely got some good laughs out of those days, though.
We sure did. We sure did. I love how social media has the power to connect people who just understand each other's experiences so deeply.
Absolutely.
We figure out that we have so much in common, even outside of having the same diagnosis.
Yeah.
So, Nerissa, how did that shared experience of finding other folks who were going through breast cancer, how did that lead to you creating Happy Mail?
You were the first breastie I found, somebody that has or had breast cancer. And then I found other random people, but because of our connection, I found Judy. And it was December of 2023. You messaged me and asked for my address. And because it was December, I was like, oh, I'm assuming she's just going to like send a Christmas card. And I would have been jacked to just receive a card. But then to
Yes.
get like a package with, the bracelet that says she doesn't fight alone. Yeah, you've got one too. And it was just so touching, and I was like, oh my gosh, getting something from a fellow warrior who gets it, it
Yeah.
just hit so different. And I knew immediately I wanted to pay it forward and keep keeps like basically the chain going. And
Yeah.
so that's what inspired me to order some supplies and sneak and ask you guys for addresses. And it just grew from there.
Can you tell us real quick what comes in Happy Mail?
Okay, so the basics of Happy Mail, you have a choice of bracelets. You can do a charm bracelet, a cuff bracelet, or you can do earrings. And then you get a keychain that says either never, never give up, or you can choose she believed she could, so she did. And then there are stickers and, of course, the infamous duckies.
You didn't have the intention of like starting this whole thing, right?
No, yeah, actually, that's a solid point. Like, I just thought I'm gonna, send my closest, TikTok friends a little surprise in the mail, and I would just
Uh-huh.
sneak and ask them for their address. Did the same thing Judy did.
Uh-huh.
And, I got such positive feedback from it. And, the people like you that do post were like sharing that I sent stuff, and people are like, oh, I love one. And I'm like, let me keep this going. And it just continued to grow until it got to a point where I'm like, okay, I can't cover everybody that I know on TikTok. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, that's when I asked my husband, I was like, would it be weird if, like, I did a video asking if people want to donate so I can cover more people? And it grew from there. So we went from just pink ribbons to all the colors because
Yeah.
not all cancer is pink. And then
Yeah.
we learned that chronic illness has a lot of similarities. And so we added more ribbon colors
Yeah.
because we all deserve to be seen and it all sucks.
Yeah, for sure. Do you remember what you sent out in your very first packages to just your little group of friends that you
Oh
had
my
sent stuff
gosh.
to?
Is this a
Because
test?
I know, right? Because I was trying to think back because you sent me one of those packages and I was trying to think
Hmm.
like that was so long ago
It was a long time ago and
that
it's
I'm
kind of a
so
blur,
much,
but
yeah, such a blur during that time. And I'm trying to think, what did you include
yeah,
in that original? I know that we got the ducks. I know that for sure.
yes. And yeah, okay, so the ducks, I was stingy. I think I only sent you guys like two or three ducks,
Huh?
which
Because you put
looking
your
back
little,
was not enough. My bad.
but you were taking from your personal stash.
Yeah, those are my duckies, and the Happy Meal duckies are separate because I want everything to be cut and dried. There's no intermixing. I'm not using funds from Happy Meal to fill my gas tank. Everything is completely separate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sent you guys a couple of duckies, a keychain. Believe it might have been the she believed she could, so she did,
Yes, I think
and
you're
the
right.
charm bracelet and a breast
Yes,
cancer lapel pin. And you were
that's right.
excited because you said you hadn't had one. And I was like,
Yes,
oh
I
my
was. I remember
God.
opening it and I was
Yeah.
so happy because I don't collect many things, but one of the things that
Mm.
I do collect is pins. I have a backpack that
Oh.
has all my pins on it, and I needed a breast cancer ribbon one, and so I was so
Oh.
happy when I got it.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. Oh, I love that. Yay.
So, ducks are a very significant part of Happy Mail. Nerissa, can you tell
Yes.
us how did that idea pop into your head to include the ducks?
So it's not, I can't take credit. It's not necessarily my idea, but I did make it into like the theme. So on TikTok, I saw a video that probably most people have seen where a chick was apartment sitting for a friend. And she had ordered like 1,000 duckies or something, and she was hiding
Yes.
them all over the friend's apartment. And I was like, that is so hilarious and right up my alley because I'm all about the shenanigans.
Of
Yes.
course.
I ordered a bag, and I just kept a handful in my chemo bag, and whenever I went to the infusion center I was like, oh, I don't want to do chemo again. I'm running out of steam. Taking those silly little ducks was a little way to spread joy, especially in a place like the cancer center, and they motivated me to go because I wanted to hide them.
Yes.
And that is how I finished strong going through chemo, and also why I started including them in the Happy Meal bags because they're so little and silly, but you can't help but smile when you're holding one or you find one. And I love that people release
Absolutely.
them into the wild.
Yeah. Did the nurses ever catch on that it was you hiding the
Yeah,
duckies?
yes, eventually. And I have people that work there that can vouch for me. I did it all very incognito as possible, which is difficult because you nurses have hawk eyes. You guys are always watching your patients, so I had to be quick. But yeah, I went quite a few chemos hiding ducks all throughout that center before they put two and two together and figured out it was me.
I love
But yeah, it was cool. Instead of being like, you're the one and getting upset, they were like, we have been loving this. We've been trying to figure out who's doing it. It makes
Oh,
the staff happy. The patients
yes.
find them. They ask about them. It puts a smile on their face. They encouraged me to continue doing it. And, it was bittersweet when I finished treatment because yay, I'm done, but I wasn't going back. And the duckies are missed. Like there was a note that somebody put up on the bulletin board that said, bring back the ducks. And I was like, oh my
Oh,
gosh, I'm so sorry.
that's so cute. But didn't you have a video where when you had went back one time, then there were other different little animals
Yeah.
or ducks or
Yeah.
something else that somebody
Yeah,
had left?
both. Like I jokingly called them imposter ducks because they weren't my duck, not my ducky. But yeah, somebody else joined in on the fun, and I started seeing other colored little tiny duckies around the center, which was super cool. And then somebody else also ordered little pink army men, which I thought was so perfect.
That's cute.
I still to this day don't know who it was, but I know from a staff member that it was a patient. And yeah, I would go back for a treatment and see one of my duckies that I hid, and they put an army man next to it. And I'm like, these friends. It was so cute. I loved it
I love that so much.
so
That's so
much.
cute.
I just love how you took, like you said, a silly duck or silly ducks and turned it into something that so many look forward to hiding.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when
I
I
never
got the
expected it.
duckies that you sent me, I got so excited too. And yes, I'm not a cancer patient, but I do have to go to the infusion center every week.
Yep.
And so I had a blast hiding those duckies, and they still don't know
Oh,
it's me.
yay. Oh, good job,
She's
Des.
sneaky.
I love that.
Narissa,
Yeah.
do you have any standout messages or stories from people who have received Happy Mail?
Oh my gosh. It's not to sound like that, but there have been countless messages and moments where people have been like, I love my ducks. Like they seem to be like the most popular part of Happy Mail. People get so
Mhm.
excited about the duckies. I have had people start out with my duckies and find something that's more them, like little frogs or something similar, or just that they didn't even hide their ducks. They loved them so much they kept them, and it reminded them that they're not alone, and it made them smile, and they forever think about that day that they got their Happy Meal. One of the staff members from my cancer center actually tagged me on Facebook today because she changed companies. She's at a different hospital, and I had ducked her early on, and she took one of my little ducks to her new place. It's on her desk, along with
Oh,
other things that people have given her because they saw my duck on her desk. So now she has a little
oh,
collection of little figurines, including my little ducky. They got to go to her new job, and I was like, oh my
oh.
God,
That's so
it's been
cute.
so cool.
I love that so much. I think that there's just so much joy that those tiny little ducks bring. Like Den was saying, I have also taken mine to my cancer center and I love hiding them. It feels like I feel like a kid.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. It's funny. It feels naughty, but it's not. You're like,
Yes.
God, am I
Yes.
gonna get caught?
Yes. It's so true.
And I feel like it I feel like it takes away from that dread of having to
Yeah.
go to the cancer center.
Yes.
Not all of it,
Yeah.
but some of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
having to consistently go and get treatment or,
Hmm.
whatever it is we need from the infusion
Yeah.
center,
Yeah.
and having these little ducks to just kind of get our mind off of what we're really there for, sort of,
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
pretty amazing that,
Yeah,
You can do that and put a smile on so many people's faces.
I can't believe it's gotten to this point. It's just, like you said, the silly little ducks and how much joy they bring and how they can motivate you to go because you really
Yes.
don't want to go. But
Bringing
yeah,
joy to something that is otherwise not very joyful, right?
yeah.
I don't know about your cancer center or your infusion center, Den, but when I walk into mine, it's so like quiet and
Mm,
somber. And I mean,
mm.
okay, I won't say quiet because there's machines
Like the
buzzing and
beeping.
beeping
I
and
was going to say mine's definitely
it's
not
not
quiet.
okay, it's not quiet. It's not quiet. But the energy is kind of
Yeah.
quiet, right? Like it feels
Yeah,
heavy and it
big
feels
time.
kind of sad and it feels just like, you know, you're not
Yeah.
there for a good time.
Yes,
Mhm.
And
exactly.
so I think that bringing those little duckies does bring joy to something that otherwise is not very joyous. And like you said, I think it has become the highlight of Happy Meal for a lot of people because they
Mhm.
look forward to having
Definitely.
those little duckies.
And also the patients who find the duckies. Because I purposely hid some in areas where the other patients could potentially come across them. And
Yeah.
just seeing their face light up, it honestly made me want to
Aw.
cry
Oh
because
my
they
gosh.
picked up that little ducky and were just so excited and asking the nurses, "Where did this ducky come from? Where did?" And the nurses were like, "What? Huh? What ducky?" And they show the nurse this ducky. Nurse, she started laughing. She's like, "What a cute ducky! We have no idea where that duck came from." And I'm
Den sitting over there like,
like,
Right?
"Mission accomplished,"
That's a 2 for 1, Dan. Good
Right?
job.
little evil genius
I
over
thought you'd be
there.
proud of me, Nerissa.
Yeah. Honestly, as many ducks as I have hidden, I've never gotten to actually watch somebody find one. So I am
Aw.
jealous. Thank you for sharing that
Aw.
story.
Aw.
That's so cool.
Well, thank you.
Hopefully someday you'll be able to be waiting in the shadows and see somebody find one of
Yes,
your ducks.
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Other than Judy's house. Juju's still finding duckies at her house.
She sure is. That is hilarious. So, have the duckies made it to all 50 states?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
I didn't tell
goodness.
anybody, but
Ah!
I have been keeping track because secretly I was like, I wonder if I can duck every single state. And so I
Yeah.
Oh.
printed out a map and I've been highlighting since day one. And I
Oh.
was like, man, does nobody live in Montana? Like, I hit Alaska and Hawaii right away. I'm like, where are people in the Midwest? Do they not have cancer or chronic illness? Come on.
Come on, people.
That's so
So that
funny.
was one of my last states. But yes, I did duck every single state, which is
Yay.
so silly, but it brings me so much
Oh,
joy.
I love that
Oh, me
so
too.
much. That
So
makes my heart so
cool.
Nationwide,
happy.
Nerissa.
Yeah,
Nationwide.
right. All 50 states.
That's amazing. So, at what point did you realize that this was more than just a tiny little kindness project?
Fairly early on.
Yeah.
When so I'm the kind of person when I give, I just give. Like, I
Yeah.
don't have any expectations. It's not tit for tat. I don't expect you to make a video or post. But
Yeah.
when you guys started to, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And, it fills my cup.
Yeah.
And like I said, I covered, my closest friends first. And then as it expanded and, you know, it went from friends to like, TikTok friends to like acquaintances. And then when I started getting requests from strangers, it was like, whoa, okay, this could get big. And
Yeah.
I never had a goal. It was just I'm doing this to spread joy and let people know that they're not alone. And
Sure.
now we've sent out so many. What did I write down?
What's the
700,
total?
764
Wow.
currently.
Wow.
And then
My
I'll have more
goodness.
going out on Monday. Yeah.
Woohoo.
That's
I can't
awesome.
Yay.
believe it.
That's so amazing.
And Dorsa, how do you manage the logistics, like the requests, mailing, just keeping it all running smoothly?
Well, I have to give Jess a huge shout out because she is my IT department.
Oh.
Shh, nobody's supposed to know.
No, Jess is behind the scenes. So, originally I was doing everything on my own. I was, just keeping track of messages. I actually turned my breast cancer notebook, from the early days of when you got diagnosed and everything's a blur. I took a notebook to every appointment and I turned it into my happy mail notebook, negative into a positive.
Yes,
And
love
I
it.
was just keeping track of the names, who wanted happy mail, what kind of ribbon or what type of diagnosis they had, so I could match the colors accordingly. And it got to a point where I'm like, okay, my system is getting out of control. And that's when my friend helped me out with an official form and request form. And that was like another huge moment where it's like, okay, this is like officially official. Like we're doing big things over here. But that's how I keep my sanity, is through the request form. And then I have like a Google sheet that shows, when they ordered, what they ordered, their name, their diagnosis, any facts they want me to know, which helps me personalize their card, and, the stickers.
You've got a whole system established.
When you've sent out over 700, you learn a few things along the way.
I would think
I
so.
bet.
I would think so.
Yeah, it's been an incredible journey. It has grown so much and evolved, and it's going to continue to change, but in like the best way possible. And I love that the community loves it as much as I do.
Yeah, absolutely. Why do you think that this resonates so deeply with people?
I think we all want to be seen,
Mm-hmm.
because I know from my experience that cancer can be so isolating. Even if you're with your friends and family, unless somebody has experienced this firsthand, they don't truly understand, even if they really try. And
Yeah.
so finding your tribe or even just one other person who gets it can make all the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like that is something that sets Happy Mail apart, is it's by a survivor for the community. And I may have started it, but the community has kept it going, and that is
Yeah.
so beautiful. I couldn't have done it without the support of, my TikTok fam
Yeah.
that have helped me along the way. It is really inspiring and touching.
For sure. I think another thing I feel that sets what you're doing apart from maybe some other organizations is that you're
Mhm.
not just focused on breast cancer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it did start out with breast cancer because that
Yeah.
is what I had and what I was going through.
Yeah.
But even before Happy Meal got started, the community is intermixed.
Mm-hmm.
Cancer is cancer. And I heard the complaints of our teal sisters and purple sisters and blue sisters and brothers because, when we were talking about these kits that you can get for free, most
Mm-hmm.
of them are geared towards breast cancer, which
Yep.
is cool because unfortunately breast cancer just dominates the cancer world. But
Sure.
not every cancer is pink. Not
Yeah.
every chronic illness is pink. And
Yeah.
these people need to be seen and heard. So fairly early on, I think teal was the first other color that I ordered. And
Yeah.
it really filled my heart to be able to send them something
Yeah.
because they were feeling left out.
I know. I love seeing
Yeah.
comments from folks who get your happy mail who are not
Mm-hmm.
breast cancer survivors because they feel so loved and seen.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time I'd make a video about some freebie that I got when I was going
Yep.
through treatment, I would get comments of people being like, oh, well, do they do it for other cancers or is it just breast
Yep.
cancer? And I always felt bad because
Yeah.
I didn't really see a lot out there for
No.
other folks who were going through different types of cancer. And then add in chronic illness, like there's not a whole lot.
Mm,
And these people are living with these things every day of their life
yeah.
without much representation at all.
Exactly.
And you even
Yes.
have the
Yeah.
zebra print for rare
I
diseases, which
do. My friend Den's a zebra. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's the cool thing. Like, I say I, but we as a community can change it up and we can add more
Yes.
colors and more ribbons as needed. And I'm always on the lookout, but I think with like the 23 different ribbon colors we currently have,
Wow.
I've pretty much covered them all.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next question was how many ribbon
Oh.
colors do you have? That is a lot.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like,
I love it.
you know, it started out with just the pink and teal, and anytime I got a request, it was like, okay, let me do my best to find this for you. Oh, you're orange? I got you. Like, you deserve to be
Aw.
represented and seen too.
I
Because it
love
was
that.
heartbreaking when we would talk about those boxes and they were like, but what about us? And I'm like, I broke my heart.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
love that Happy Meal covers everybody.
It sure does. And I love that you have kind of created this idea that we're the worst club with the best members because I think it's so real, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
nobody really wants to be a part of this club.
No,
Like
no,
we
exactly.
don't
It's the
sign
club
up for
nobody ever
this.
wants to join. No, we didn't ask for cancer or chronic illness.
No.
And that's another
Stuff
thing that you're
happens.
famous for, not just the duckies,
Oh,
but
well, thank you.
also you're saying worst club best members, that was all you. That was all you. And
Yeah.
so I love how you started the saying and it transformed into shirts,
Yeah.
which
I still can't believe it.
I know. I mean, it's so special that Jess was able to design some ducky shirts with the saying worst club best members. Because
Yeah, it was
yes,
a
it is the
ducky.
worst club. No one wants to
It
be a
really
part of this
is.
club. But
No, no.
honestly, now being a part of this amazing and supportive community, best members, hands down.
Yeah,
Best
absolutely.
members to a
Yes.
club no one wants to be a part of. But
No.
I totally
Yeah,
agree.
and we just get it.
When I was working on the design for those shirts, I had to include the duck. I had to. Because the duck just feels like our mascot for our community.
yeah, seriously.
It
I mean, I
does.
giggle now, but when you first showed me the design, I was like, my God, it's got a dog.
Yeah.
Like, I was in tears. I couldn't believe it. Perfect.
And then we had to give the duck a little tattoo of a ribbon.
On its wing,
Yeah.
right? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's on its little
Yes.
wing. We put the little ribbon. Well, you
Yeah.
know, I feel like it was a nod not only to like the community with the ribbons that you give out of all different colors, but also like you're tatted up like a badass. And so,
True, with my Hello Kitty sleeve.
yes. So we had to add a little tattoo to the ducky.
It was
I
fitting.
love it. It is
It was only
perfect.
fitting.
But
Yes.
I wanted to add these shirts to our shop because I wanted a way to be able to give back financially and to help support Happy Mail because
Yes.
it ain't free.
No, no, it's not. I mean, it's free to those who request it,
Yes. But to
yeah,
make it and send
somebody's got to
it.
make it happen. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. To make it and send it out, you got to pay for
Yeah.
it. So,
Exactly.
Which is
Yeah, I
why every
love the
shirt, every Worst Club Best Member shirt, half of that goes to supporting Happy Mail financially.
yes.
Which is so incredible. Oh my
a big
gosh.
deal.
So not only do you
Yeah.
get to be a part of the club and you get to sport the shirt, but if you purchase a shirt, then you're also helping to support Happy Mail. It's like a
Happy Meal,
win.
yeah.
It's a win-win.
Exactly.
It's a win-win-win. Yeah. For whoever receives the Happy Meal, they win too.
Exactly.
It's
I love it.
beautiful. And I love the shirt so much. I ordered a green one and it came in yesterday.
Oh, yay! You'll have to make a video because I need to see the green
wanna
color.
see it.
Oh,
Too.
you already know. I haven't even opened it yet, just so I can do it on camera. It deserves all the fame.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah,
So
and I
for-
love that the community loves the shirts too. Thank you,
I know,
Jess.
it's so cute. Oh, you're welcome. It was really my pleasure because I wanted to figure out a way that we could do something to help support Happy Mail. It was really important to me, and I felt like putting something together that symbolizes our community as a whole was really. And that, I think when we were dropping those shirts was like around the time that TikTok was kind of maybe gonna go away.
Yeah.
And so it was like, okay, well, if TikTok's going to go away, then we need something to memorialize like our little club that we've grown and built here on TikTok.
Yep.
And so I was like, okay, we got to do this. Like, we need to do this now. We need to get it out there. And now that
Hmm.
TikTok has stayed around, I just love seeing everybody sporting their shirts because
Yeah.
they're just
Me
so
too.
cute. They make me
It's the
so happy.
best.
It really is.
It
Yes.
is.
Yes. Especially because we're like all over the US, all over the
Yes.
world. It's
Yes.
a way for us to like unite, and
Yes.
it's just such a beautiful thing that you've created. Thank
Oh,
you.
we did it together. We did it together
Yes.
for sure. So, for anyone who's listening who wants to either send or receive Happy Mail, we have partnered together with Nerissa and made it really, really simple. That all you have to do is go to morethanadiagnosis.org/happy mail where you can order your Happy Mail. But Nerissa, for
Hmm.
anyone who's listening who wants to get involved with Happy Mail, can you share how they can support or get involved with this incredible project?
Well, thank you for asking. So, probably the easiest way is to go to morethanadiagnosis.org, and there is a section for Happy Meal. Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
on there, you can find the request form, which is obviously the most popular. And, you can order Happy Meal not just for yourself, but you can order one for your loved one. But there are also links where you can donate funds for shipping, which is always the greatest need,
Hmm.
or you can shop my Amazon wish list, and that will directly send whatever you purchase to me via Amazon. So it's super easy.
Hmm.
And then I use the supplies to keep Happy Meal going. Or a lot of the things in Happy Meal have actually been donated by my fellow community members, like the duckies on the keychain, those little charms. Those were donated by my friend Amanda. And so,
Aw.
if you would like to send something that is always welcomed, that is not on the list, that's how a lot of these things got added to Happy Mail. Somebody sent them, and I loved them so much that I have just continued ordering them so that they are a permanent part of Happy Mail.
I love that. And then you've also had people who've like made handmade cards too, right?
Yes. So, every single little Happy Mail goodie bag gets a handwritten card.
Hmm.
And I've had a couple people who make cards send cards,
Oh,
which was so beautiful and touching. And so it's just another way that the community is a part of Happy Meal. And then, on the back of the cards, I was writing, P.S. This is from, our friend and
aw.
sister so and so. The
Oh, I
recipient
love that.
knows. And
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it gives me goosebumps. I love that kind of stuff so much. Like,
It
it
makes it
really
so
is something that,
personal.
yeah, I have started Happy Mail, but the community has kept it going, and I do not say that lightly. Like, I cannot take all the credit for this. It's
Yeah.
a team effort.
Yeah, I love that so much because I feel like it's the little bits of community that get sprinkled around that
Yeah.
people are able to support it in whatever ways that they can, which
Yeah.
I wanted to mention before we forget that there is another way that you
Mhm.
can support Happy Mail by making a purchase from you. You make customized necklaces.
The necklaces. Yes.
I just
You know,
love so much.
They're so
Thank you.
cute.
I tend to forget about the necklaces because self-promotion is so hard.
Trust, I know.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I know, because we have to
Yeah.
encourage you to do it, and yeah, I'm just as bad. But yes,
It's our least favorite
I,
part.
yeah,
Seriously.
exactly. I do offer personalized necklaces. They're only $10 because, cancer and chronic illness are expensive, but they're
Yes.
totally customizable. On the purchase form, you can choose the length of chain that you want because I am doing it from scratch. So I can make any size that you want. It's a stainless steel chain, it's not going to rust or tarnish.
And I
And then
can vouch for that because I wear mine all the time and it has not tarnished at all.
oh, yay. Yes. I always peep it when you wear it. And I'm like, I made that. And I like that
Aw.
we've jokingly started calling it like our secret friendship necklace because
Yes.
yeah, you don't know unless you know. But yeah,
Yes.
you can choose, your charms, you can choose your ribbon color if you want a ribbon color. I've got, inspirational text charms that say warrior or fighter or blessed. I've got a whole variety, and they're all shown on the order form. But yeah, they're $10 free shipping, and then the other $5 from your purchase goes to sponsoring a bag of Happy Meal for somebody else.
I love
I
that.
love this. And I feel everything helps, whether it's donating supplies, sponsoring a package, buying a necklace, or just spreading the word. It's all about creating that ripple effect, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I love that
Yeah,
so much.
it's really been a team effort.
It has. And we're just so grateful for the community that has been built around this, because it's all about making sure that no one feels alone in their journey.
Absolutely. That is the most important part.
Nerissa, what's one thing creating Happy Mail has taught you about people?
I have been blown away by the generosity of others, especially in rough times. And it's just blown my mind how many people have contributed to keep Happy Meal going, whether it's just, taking the time to comment and be like, oh my gosh, I loved my Happy Meal. Thank you so much. To, how can I support this? How can I send you funds? Or how can I donate items? Or I've had quite a few people who have received Happy Meal through their own diagnosis, and now they're on the other side, and now they have met somebody else and they're requesting Happy Meal for them. And it's like, that tells me that I am doing something right.
Yeah.
That if
Absolutely.
somebody wants somebody else to have Happy Meal, obviously it's a good thing and it needs to keep going. And it just touches my heart. I love it so much.
Nerissa, do you have any dreams of where you would like Happy Mail to go?
When I first started it, I had no idea it would reach this point, but I don't have any like necessary goals. Like, it's not goal oriented. Like, I want it to brighten people's days. And I would love to be sponsored, but I
Yes.
I always want it to be like an official nonprofit would be a dream come true. Like, I don't want it to become too commercial or bought out, or, just very copy and paste like the other goodie boxes that are available. I
Yeah.
love how personalized Happy Meal is. But if a bigger corporation wants to sponsor some Happy Meal, I would gladly accept the help. But
Yes.
yeah, I guess just a nonprofit would be incredible to make it officially official. That
Yeah.
would be a dream come true.
I love that. It's going to happen. I believe
Yep.
it. It's going to happen.
Same.
I know it
Yes.
It
will.
will.
There's so
Yes. It's
many.
just a matter of time.
Exactly. It's
Definitely.
just a matter of time. There's so many beautiful things to come for the community as a whole. And
Yes.
we
Yes.
just, want to say thank you so much for trusting us with this story and for everything that you do to spread care for our community.
Absolutely. You're the best.
Thank you. I mean, likewise, friends. It is a team effort. Thank you guys so incredibly much. It's been an honor to be on the podcast. I appreciate it.
We could have kept going with that conversation forever. We just love Nerissa. Nerissa, thank you so much for everything that you do for our community and for making care feel playful and meaningful at the same time.
If this episode moved you, or made you smile, or reminded you that community still matters, don't let it stop here. You can send, receive, or support Happy Mail right now at morethanadiagnosis.org/Happy Mail.
And while you're there, check out the Worst Club Best Members shirts, because a percentage of the proceeds go to supporting Happy Meal, and we're so proud of what it represents.
Till next time, keep taking care of each other, even if it's with a tiny duck. Thanks for joining us on More Than a Diagnosis. We hope today's conversation left you feeling seen, heard, and maybe even a little more connected.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might need it.
And if you're looking for a place to connect with others who truly get it, join our support circle at morethanadiagnosis.org, where we will continue this conversation. It's free, it's welcoming, and it's built for you.
Because no one should have to navigate this alone.
Until next time,
Keep living, keep growing, and remember,
you are more than a diagnosis.